Right now, we have complete coverage from the AmFam Championship this weekend, what this win means to Steve Stricker. Plus, our transit riders on board with the new metro routes. We catch up with some on the first day of the new layout. And Donald Trump back on the campaign trail on the heels of the federal indictment about his handling of classified documents, what he had to say, and reactions from the Hill. That's all coming up here at 10. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Arman Rahman. It was a historic day at University Ridge for Dane County's own Steve Stricker. Our Andrew Banster was there watching Strick win his own event, the American Family Championship, for the first time in its 7-year history. Andrew, what a day it was for Strick.
Armand, Steve Stricker has done more on the golf course than most people even dream of. Yet today, at the age of 56, the Edgerton native picked up what he calls the biggest win of his career at his own tournament. Stricker came out of the gates on the beginning of the event to shoot 7 under before besting that at 8 under on Saturday. Entered the event's final day at 15 under, sitting pretty in a tie for first place. On a wet and windy course, the field struggled on Sunday, but not Strick. He'd birdie 3 times in the front 9, separating himself a club's length from the competition, leading by 4 strokes. And then on the back 9, he finishes the job, winning the very event he founded in 2019 and yet another senior major title.
I knew if I could just play my game and just get it on the green, get some opportunities, I was going to make a few here and there, and it was going to be tougher for guys to catch just because the day was so tough.
It was a groundbreaking day for Stricker, one he's dreamed of for years. And in sports, we'll tell you exactly how those dreams were achieved.
All right, Andrew, thank you. And here's a live look at the Skycam. It was a dreary and cloudy day with some rain earlier, but that was rain we definitely could use more of. Let's get a look at your first warm forecast with meteorologist Julian Seawright. Julian, we need that wetness, don't we?
We definitely need some rain. Threw me off for a little bit with that one. But yes, we definitely need rain. We're about 2.5 inches of a deficit for us here in Madison as we're getting into now the second week of June. Now we are expecting a dry night, and over the last 24 hours, from radar indications, areas just east of Madison did see a little bit more than about 1/2 inch of rainfall, but from Platteville to Madison, we only recorded close to about 1/10, if not a little bit more than an inch, 1/10 of an inch of rainfall over the last 24 hours from any of the rain that had really spurred its way. But outside of that, folks, the real big story was just how cool it was for today. It was a dramatic drop. We had 63 degrees for today as our high, and even as I'm outside as right now, a nice cool start to our Sunday nights before we get into our Monday. Typically around this time of year, it's 78 degrees. Well, currently it's 47, and we're going to see those temperatures fall even more as we get into the rest of tonight. Around Dane County, upper 40s is what we have currently, and we're going to see those temperatures slide into the nice mid spot as we get into the early morning hours for our Monday. So just kind of seeing the dramatic change, almost 20-degree difference in drop in temperatures for us here in Madison over the last 24 hours. Even for Janesville and Platteville, also seeing that 20-degree difference in changes. Now, looking ahead, we're going to see those temperatures fall into the mid-40s, but the clouds pretty much going to be over with for us. It's going to be nice, quiet nights. You can sleep with the windows open. But we're going to talk more about potentially seeing any of that rain coming in for our Monday nights and even heading into our Tuesday. We'll be planning out just how much is on the way in a few moments. Until then, over to you.
Thank you, Julian. Today, the Metro Transit redesign officially went into effect. Aiming to speed up transit, the new system has fewer stops and routes, with buses coming more often and having more direct routes. If riders do have to switch lines, they'll do so at normal stops instead of transfer stations. And some riders felt well prepared for the change, but for others, riding the bus today felt like a pop quiz that they didn't study for. Our Braden Ross caught up with some of them around town to see how the first day went.
I'm kind of nervous because I don't want to get lost on a bus and not be able to find my way home.
For Madison bus riders, today was the final exam.
I kind of studied the map and try to figure out map my way around where I want to go.
Some spent the last few weeks preparing for today, studying the textbook online and getting tutoring from the city's ride guides.
They explained it really well, and they was asking me, did I know where I was going? I told them, yeah, and they said, well, you catch this bus, that bus.
But the changes caught others off guard, some waiting at stops they didn't know were closed for a bus that never comes.
I find it kind of hard to find a notice, and then I'll just wait there for half an hour and then no bus coming.
For those that knew the old system well, the new routes will take some getting used to.
I'm used to knowing which buses come to which transfer point. I'm used to knowing my route, and now I can't because it's complicated.
But despite the learning curve, many are already seeing the upside.
I think it's making it a little easier once you understand it, you know.
I was on my phone for 2 seconds. I look up and we're here. So I think it's a little faster.
It used to take me, 1 hour, 30 minutes, okay, for me to get to my job. But this time around, it takes me less than an hour. Straight and direct. So I appreciate those people that organize it. It's very nice. So thumbs up for them.
For News 3 Now, I'm Braden Ross.
You can find more coverage on the redesign online at channel3000.com. And fire heavily damaged a home in Evansville early this morning. Crews were called to an attached garage fire in the 100 block of North 6th Street just after 3 a.m. Police found that all people and most pets evacuated, while 2 small pets were found in the basement and brought outside to their owners. No people, pets, or responders were injured. The main fire was put out within 20 minutes and caused an estimated $250,000 in fire, water, and heat damage. As of this morning, it is uninhabitable. Officials still don't know what caused the fire, but they do believe it to be suspicious. And take a look at this in Philadelphia. An elevated section of an interstate collapsed early this morning after a tanker truck carrying a petroleum product caught fire under the overpass. That intense fire spread to the lanes above and caused this collapse, with all lanes shut down and will likely stay closed for a long period of time.
Local traffic's going to be horrible. Everybody's going to be backed up. Everybody's going to struggle to get anywhere that they have to go. Philly doesn't have the best luck right now. We lost the World Series, we lost the Super Bowl, and now we lost 95. So looks like we're just taking L's.
At this time, there hasn't been any word on injuries, and the cause of and circumstances surrounding that fire remain under investigation. And new information tonight on the death of the Unabomber. Sources tell the Associated Press that Ted Kaczynski died by suicide in his prison cell yesterday. The 81-year-old was suffering from late-stage cancer and was found unresponsive in his cell at the Federal Medical Center in North Carolina. Emergency responders revived him with CPR and transported him to a hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Kaczynski was held at Federal Supermax Prison in Colorado since 1998 when he was sentenced to 4 life sentences plus 30 years for committing 16 bombings at universities and airlines between 1978 and 1995. Well, ahead of a historic week, former President Donald Trump is back on the campaign trail over the weekend, calling the recent indictment a political hit job. He faces federal charges and is expected to appear in court in Florida on Tuesday. Meanwhile, reactions from Capitol Hill continue on both sides. Shelley Malashi has the latest.
Witch hunt, scam, hoax. It's called election interference, and they're doing the best they can with it.
Over the weekend, former President Donald Trump on the campaign trail, making stops in Georgia and North Carolina, following his recent federal indictment. While in Greensboro, the former president calling out the Biden administration for what he claimed is an abuse of power.
The baseless indictment of me by the Biden administration's weaponized Department of Injustice will go down as among the most horrific abuses of power in the history of our country. This vicious persecution is a travesty of justice.
Trump faces a total of 37 counts, including 31 counts of willful retention of national defense information and conspiracy with a top aide to allegedly hide documents from the government.
If even half of it is true, then he's toast. It's a very detailed indictment, and it's very, very damning.
This is as devastating and specific of an indictment that I think I've ever seen.
President Trump will have his day in court, but espionage charges are absolutely ridiculous. Whether you like Trump or not, he did not commit espionage.
Former President Donald Trump is expected to travel to Miami on Monday, ahead of his Tuesday court appearance, according to 2 sources, where he will meet with lawyers and discuss a Florida-based legal team. I'm Shelley Malashi reporting.
And the former president's personal aide, Walt Nauta, is facing 6 counts, including several charges related to obstruction and concealment. Well, still to come at 10, love it or hate it, Limburg Cheese calls Wisconsin home. We'll visit the only cheese factory in the country still making that pungent cheese. Plus, good news if you're hitting the road for any summer travel, gas prices remain constant. We'll take a look at price at the pump.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including StormGuard Roofing and Construction for Best Roofer. Vote today for StormGuard Roofing and Construction on MadisonMagazine.com.
Workshop, proudly nominated for Best of Madison.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Pitch me. The Shaka Khan is on the Jennifer Hudson Show. Y'all ready for this? Now pinch me again, because she's performing. That was amazing.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Well, June is National Dairy Month. The Badger State is home to more than 125 cheese plants, more than any other state in the country. Our cheesemakers produce more than 600 varieties, including one that we could say is an acquired taste. Mark Kane traveled to Monroe to find out what it is.
This is the Chalet Cheese Co-op, just north of Monroe. The co-op's been around since 1855. This factory was built in 1948 and is the only cheese factory in the United States producing one of the smelliest cheese on earth, Limburger.
Why Limburger? That's just what we've always made, you know, always. When I started, that's what they were making. Actually, it was mostly Limburger.
Jamie Farney is an award-winning master cheesemaker, certified in Swiss Baby Swiss Brick and, yes, Limburger. They produce a lot of cheese in this factory, a lot. And every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, they make Limburger. Oh, it starts out innocently enough.
Now, this is Limburger here.
This is Limburger.
Yeah, this was made this morning. It's about the consistency right now of like a feta. There's no smell to it. You don't smell anything in here.
No. And actually, no taste either. That's about to change.
Tomorrow morning, we'll cut these on our pneumatic cutter. We'll get 70 pieces out of here. And we'll roll each one in salt, put it on boards, and take it into our Limburger cellar.
The Limburger cellar. Sounds a little stinky.
How are you?
Guess what? It is.
So what Brian is doing here, he's putting the magic sauce on. So it's just a bacteria solution, which he's hand rubbing each one.
The bacteria in that magic sauce is what turns regular cheese into Limburger. They're the same cultures from when they first started making Limburger here in 1885. It's kept in these containers.
And this is the bacteria? This is the bacteria in saltwater solution. And that's what's applied to the cheese.
Oh, my gosh.
Limburger started in the early 1800s in an area called, was the Duchy of Limburg, which is in Belgium.
The story goes, Trappist monks came up with Limburger and brought it to this area in the 1800s. They produce about 500,000 pounds of Limburger a year here, mostly sold to distributors, but the co-op recently opened a retail outlet, the Chalet Cheese House in New Glarus. There, you can buy 2, 4, or 6-month-old Limburger. The older, well, the more aromatic it is. Sherry Foss is the store manager. Who buys it?
A lot of older people, but you'd be surprised how many younger people are actually buying Limburger.
It's time to say cheese. First, the 2-month-old.
That's good.
Now, the 4-month-old.
Oh.
There we go. And things you know about Limburger cheese, it actually goes old pretty quickly, so don't keep it any more than 6 months. All right, let's get a look at your first storm forecast with meteorologist Julian Seawright.
Well, we are going to be expecting things to be quiet to start out our new work week. A cool, chilly night is on tap, and then once we get into tomorrow, folks, we're looking at 70s through Tuesday. That's right. At least through Tuesday, we're going to be seeing temperatures from the lower to mid-70s throughout much of southern Wisconsin. However, we do have some opportunities to see some more showers, which we definitely need as we get into the rest of our June. Now, other than that, we are looking for the warmth of the 80s to return by the time we get into our Wednesday. Now, before we get more into about the warmth, let's talk about the rain. So we did get a quick little shower from yesterday that came overnight. It dropped just a little bit more than 1/10 of an inch for us here in Madison, but comparing to where we normally are for this time of year, we usually have about 15 inches of rainfall for Madison. But since January 1st, we only hit almost 12.5 inches of rainfall so far. So we do have a deficit of a little bit more than 2.5 inches of rain for us here in Madison. And as we all know, for the last several weeks, it has been quite a bit of a drought for us here in southern Wisconsin. So it's quiet for tonight, but over the last 24 hours, we did, especially areas just east of Madison, see some significant rainfall for areas just to the south and east near Jefferson County, Rock and Greene County, and even over towards Walworth. Around Madison, the areas to the south and west, again, we just got close to around 1/10 of an inch. This is all radar estimation from the last 24 hours, but nevertheless, it wasn't the soaker that we really need. Now, we could start to see some consistent rainfall that'll be on and off for our nighttime hours throughout the next couple of days. So starting from Monday morning, folks, is going to be quiet. It's going to be chilly. Heading into the afternoon hours, we're going to see temperatures climb into the 60s, still quiet until around 2 o'clock. We could start to see a couple of pop-up showers around Madison, over towards Mineral Point, and even for Platteville. Around 4 o'clock, just west of Madison, where we're going to be starting to see potential small clusters that could fire off a couple of thunderstorms into our early evening hours. So between 4 and 6 o'clock, that's when you might want to pay attention to it being on the rainy side or even some storms that could fire off. But Monday night, overnight into our early Tuesday mornings, we're watching for a bit more of a cluster of some rain and even some storms that could fire off into our early Tuesday morning. But then we have a break once we get into our early Tuesday afternoon, and then we're going to see another round of potential showers going into our Tuesday evening and Tuesday nights before we look at drier conditions heading into our Wednesday. Potentially could see about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch around Madison. Areas to the north could see more to the southwest. 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch is what we're going to be expecting. So planning out tomorrow, again, folks, is going to be rather quiet throughout the course of the day. Our high is going to be around 71 degrees for us. But once we get into that afternoon, evening hours, that's when you're going to want to have your rain gear nearby, because that's when we're going to be watching for any kind of showers or potential thunderstorms to start to fire off. Outside of that, our first warm 10-day forecast is showing us 80s. Coming back once we're done with a little bout of the nice, pleasant weather to start. Some rain could be here and there, mainly for the overnight hours in our evening. But nevertheless, Armand, we do have another shot from Thursday, Friday, and potentially Saturday. Maybe see some nighttime showers or storms. But heading into Father's Day, at least, we're looking at quiet, warm, and nice weather for Father's Day.
There we go. We need a little bit of that moisture break.
We definitely do, but we also still need a little bit. We need to make up that deficit. 2.5 inches is a lot of rainfall. So hopefully we can start to nick back at that as we get in over the next couple of days.
Definitely. Thanks so much, Julia. And still to come, a day that Steve Stricker has dreamed of for years finally arrives. See what Strick dig next in sports with Andrew.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hy-Vee's daily deals for Monday are Hy-Vee large eggs, just 99 cents a dozen. That's right, just 99 cents a dozen. And fresh asparagus, only $2.48 a pound. Monday only at Hy-Vee.
Do you have difficulty hearing your TV? Or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from Nano hearing aids. Other hearing aids are expensive and cost thousands of dollars. But if you call now, you can get 2 Nano CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids ever again. The Nano CIC rechargeable hearing aid is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. And they offer superior noise reduction and a tiny in-the-ear design that is nearly invisible. And best of all, they are incredibly affordable. Call now and get 2 Nano CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297 or opt into our payment plan of 4 easy interest-free payments. Plus, if you call now, we'll add a portable charging dock and your shipping is absolutely free. The Nano hearing aids come with outstanding lifetime customer support and a 45-day money-back guarantee. Supplies are limited, so you must act now.
Call 1-800-484-1955. That's 1-800-484-1955.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are veterans struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Hy-Vee's daily deals for Monday are Hy-Vee large eggs, just 99 cents a dozen. That's right, just 99 cents a dozen. And fresh asparagus, only $2.48 a pound. Monday only at Hy-Vee.
At one time, Steve Stricker was the second best golfer in the world. He won a dozen events on the PGA Tour, and just the other day, he passed up Tiger Woods in the record books. The one thing he hasn't done, win his own event, and he entered the final day of the AmFam Championship tied for first place. A wet course and high winds impacted the day in Verona. After a bogey on one, here's Edgerton's son. Lays it up nicely, just misses the eagle, but gets the birdie on hole 2. Skip ahead to 9, Stricker separating himself a club's length from the field. Picks up the bird, went into the back 9 with a 4-stroke lead. On 16 with a big, healthy lead, Strick just trying to hold on. It picks up another birdie. At this point, he can just see the trophy. Here he is on 18, sinks it. His first win at AmFam in historic fashion, setting a course record 18 under on the weekend. And as Zach Hanley found out, it's the most important win of his career.
Walking up to the green on 18, Steve Stricker was soaking it all in. It was a moment the Edgerton native dreamed of since the first AmFam Championship tournament, and thanks to another strong round, Stricker's dream was achieved. He's an AmFam champ.
This one definitely means more than probably any
any tournament throughout my whole career, really. It's very special. Anytime, you know, I get this opportunity to win a golf tournament and to have them here with me is very special. Nikki's been on the bag a lot, and, you know, we've all wanted me to win this event, and finally it happened. So, yeah, it's a special day for us. And I really wasn't flustered today, surprisingly. I have been in other years, and then today I just, I think I was so determined to do it.
So how will Steve celebrate the AmFam Championship? Well, he said he really didn't know, except that there will be a party at the Strickers, and he's going to take some time off and enjoy it. At University Ridge, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
Brewers trying to pick up where Strick left off against the A's. Scoreless in the second, and you can put some queso on it. Christian Yelich goes Oppo Taco. The former MVP smashes a solo shot to put the crew up in the early going. But then in the fourth, Brewers up 2-0, and the A's rookie sensation Brent Rooker gives them a lead with a 3-run bomb. Oakland, despite having the worst record in MLB, picks up their first sweep of the season in Milwaukee. 8-6, the final.
Very, very big day for sports.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, you know, we talked about it a little bit off air, but Steve Stricker doing this in his hometown at his own event. I mean, he's won so many things, but he struggled at his own event in the past. And I mean, he was 5 strokes above anybody else today. It was really, really remarkable.
Definitely. Thanks, Andrew. We'll be right back.
Intuitive sit to start in the all-electric ID4. It's the little things. It's a VW. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get a $7,500 lease bonus on a new 2023 all-electric ID4.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Sugar River Pizza for Best Pizza. Vote for Sugar River Pizza and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Okay, Floor & Decor, show me what you've got. This house says spa day all day, but this modern look is so me. How's that for on trend and on budget?
At Floor & Decor, with our high-quality selection at everyday low prices, your upgrade has never been more you. Explore Floor & Decor today.
I had a lot of bad days with gout, but that one took the wedding cake. Even with medicine, my uric acid was still too high to stop painful gout buildup. Then a gout specialist told me about Cristexa.
Cristexa is a prescription medicine for adults with gout whose symptoms are not controlled by other gout medicines.
I learned Cristexa quickly starts working to break down gout buildup.
Cristexa is an infused medicine. Serious life-threatening allergic reactions can occur while taking Cristexa. Tell your doctor right away if you have symptoms such as shortness of breath, trouble breathing, dizziness, itching, or swelling of the throat or tongue. Cristexa is not recommended if you have high levels of uric acid without a history of gout. Do not take Cristexa if you have a rare disorder called G6PD deficiency or favism. Before receiving Cristexa, tell your doctor if you have a history of heart problems and all the medicines you take. Cristexa may cause gout flare-ups, allergic reactions, nausea, bruising, sore throat, constipation, chest pain, and vomiting.
I received Cristexa for about 6 months. Now I'm in control, not gout.
Find a doctor who specializes in gout at goutdocnow.com.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Mosquito Squad for Best Pest Control. Mosquito Squad of South Central Wisconsin, from dawn to past dusk. You decide when it's time to go inside. Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including 4 Senses House Cleaning for Best Cleaning Service. Vote today for 4 Senses House Cleaning and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
Why are there 2 extra seats? I know, Uncle Dan and his giant beard.
The Volkswagen Atlas with best-in-class third-row legroom. Get 3.9% APR financing for 60 months on new 2023 Atlas Family SE Tech with 4Motion models. Limited inventory available.
Mallards Baseball, Friday night. Come for the game, stay for the fireworks.
Well, finally tonight here at News 3 Now, we want to give a big congratulations to 2 of our very own. Tyler Brose and Connor Davis just graduated high school. These 2 have been a huge part of the crew here behind the scenes, and we know that you guys will move on to much bigger and much better things. We're very proud of you here. Tell us where you're going and what you're studying.
Well, thanks, Armand. I am off to Indiana University. I'll be majoring in media with a minor in journalism.
And I'll be attending Florida Gulf Coast University, and I'll be majoring in journalism.
You guys are going to be entering college saying you worked at a TV station.
Yeah, I know, right? Look at that. You're already ahead of the curve. You got all the experiences you guys could ever want.
Pretty impressive on the resume. Yeah.
You got to show them the ropes when you get to school, right?
Exactly.
Hey, but no, it's been a pleasure having you guys. Congratulations on high school graduation, and we definitely look forward to whatever your future endeavors are, especially in college.
Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely. But closing things out with our 10-day forecast, we're going to be seeing things. Temperatures are going to be nice and pleasant, but we do have opportunities for some showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours. So it's going to be mainly dry during the day, but the nighttime is when we're going to watch for any kind of precipitation for us. Heading into the rest of the week, we're warming up, and then for Father's Day, finally going to be drying out.
You guys want to take us out?
You got it.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tonight. Tomorrow night.
Morning. You failed.
Whatever.
Sorry.